Welcome to the fourth of the DE24000 training scenarios. In this scenario we will find out about meanings of CTC signals and colors of lamps, automatic train stopping, ATS, system, ATS alerts and their meanings. Hello my friend. It's good to see you again. Today we have a short freight train to operate. While taking this train to Ulukishla station, we will also learn about the usage of ATS system and CTC signals. Now, before we move the train, let's take a look at the ATS device on the console ahead. If an Atari Tarkin insert key message is currently appearing on the screen of the ATS device, that means the ATS system is disabled and does not interfere with the locomotive depending on the signal status. You can now arm the ATS system by pressing the U key or turning the Kulanagi and Atari user key. When the key is turned on, the device first performs some self-tests and turns on if there is no error condition. If the real date value and scenario time value are displayed on the screen, then the ATS system has been activated. You can now kick in the ATS system. Now that the ATS has kicked in, you can now begin to examine the signal ahead. The three-aspect signal that appears before us is a blocked signal. You will see these signals at regular intervals between stations along the line. The yellow light is on at the moment. This indicates that while the next block is available, the next signal may still be one of the yellow, red or diverging signals. Therefore, you need to proceed with caution. As soon as the ATS magnet, mounted under the locomotive, detects the signal, a warning message appears on the ATS screen according to the status of the signal. As the signal ahead is yellow, Sari Uyari, yellow warning, will appear on the ATS display while passing the signal and the yellow warning LED on the right will light up. In this case, you will have 10 seconds to press the system alert confirmation button. To do this, you can press the Q key or the button that says System Uyari Unai below the yellow LED. When you press the confirmation button, the date and time appear on the screen again. If you do not press the confirmation button within 10 seconds, our locomotive will apply emergency brake automatically until it stops. In this case, Fred Yapalda, brakes applied, message appears. After the train stops, the Tekrar Tanzim, rearrangement, light turns on. If you move the train without pressing this button, emergency braking will be applied again after 12 km/h speed has passed. Therefore, you have to press this button before you move. In order for the brakes to be released, it may be necessary to put the train brake in the quick release state and then back into the running state. Please proceed to the next signal without exceeding 70 km/h. 20 seconds after passing the yellow signal, the ATS system begins to check whether the speed of the locomotive exceeds 65 km/h. In this case, the message is 65 km control, speed 65 km control, appears on the screen. If the speed of the locomotive is below 65 km/h, it does not intervene. If the speed exceeds 65 km/h, then the emergency brake is applied and the situations I just described earlier happen again. Normally, the engineer should not leave this mode for train safety. But in situations where you have to go more than 65 km/h for timetable or if the distance to the next signal is too much, you may want to get out of this situation. To get out of this situation, it is necessary to press the switch, C key, that says service, release, or the speed of the train should decrease below 12 km/h. In this case, the message is serviced, speed allowed, appears on the screen for a while. and then returns to the date and time display. The speed control of the train is now disabled. You need to stop in front of the next signal, so adjust your speed well. Facing right now is a 4-aspect junction signal. If, as in this signal, a second yellow or green lamp is lit together with the yellow lamp at the bottom of the signal, then we understand that we will be changing track on the next junction. Right now, the signal in front of us shows us green over yellow. In this case, the first signal after switching to the next track will be green and you can continue moving forward. If this signal was a yellow over yellow signal as shown in the picture, then the signal after switching to the next track would be either yellow or possibly red. In this case, you would have to proceed cautiously so that you could stop at the next signal. If the line is diverging, all conventional lines of TCDD network have the maximum speed of 30 km per hour on the junctions. The yellow over yellow signal also causes the yellow warning to appear on the ATS display. Now that you have learned this signal too, let's move the train with limited speed as you know that you will switch track at the next junction. Perhaps there is a fault in the signal ahead, it is currently showing red instead of green. In this case, you must first get permission. To do that, first press the tab key. When you get permission, you see that the bottom yellow lamp is lit in 4 aspect signals and dwarf signals. Red signal passing permission is obtained in the following cases. To couple up the wagons. When entering a non-CTC line. If a fault has occurred in the signal. Before we move, we need to prepare the ATS system for pass by turning on the Kermesi EVGA pass at red signal, switch on the ATS. You can also press the K key instead of pressing the button. As long as this switch is open, the ATS system does not detect the signals and does not interfere. The message is 40 km control, speed 40 km control. Flashes on the ATS display and the small red LED light up as long as the button is on. In this mode, if the speed of the locomotive exceeds 40 km per hour, the ATS system automatically applies emergency braking. Therefore, this mode needs to be turned off after the train passes the signal. When turned off, is serviced, speed allowed, appears on the display for a while and then returns to the date and time display. If the red signal is passed without doing this while the ATS system is on, the ATS system will display the Kermesi EVGA red warning message on the screen and automatically apply the emergency brake until the train stops. After the train has stopped, it is necessary to perform the actions that I explained before in the case of the yellow signal, in order to move again. Now get a pass permission on the red and prepare the ATS system as you learned and move the train. side track in order to run around the wagons. Note, after getting behind the freight cars and coupling up the wagons, don't forget to fill the air as you learned earlier. signal behind us shows green light. This signal is a dwarf signal. These type of signals are found at station siding exits or dead-end track exits. Green means green. So it shows that there are no restrictions for at least 2 blocks behind us. The ATS system does not show any warning on the green signals. We will come back from the side track obeying the speed limits and stop at the entrance signal to couple up the wagons.
the red signal pass again and move the locomotive. After coupling up the wagons and filling the air, we will pull the wagons up to the marked point. Thus, we will be completing the training of the signals and ATS system.
ready to handle this beauty on your own now. Then try the various passenger and freight activities we have prepared for you. If you forget the controls or are unsure of something, you can replay these training scenarios at any time to increase your mastery. See you in challenging scenarios, and good games.